How companies are valued in mergers and acquisitions. Full M&A valuation explained. Hello. Today's video we will discuss mergers and acquisitions valuation reports. When a company is bought or sold, one of the most important questions is simple. What is the business actually worth? This process is known as mergers and acquisitions valuation, often abbreviated as M&A valuation. Unlike fundraising rounds, where valuation is often based on future potential and investor expectations, acquisitions usually focus more heavily on real financial performance, strategic value, operational risks, and integration potential. Because these transactions often involve millions or sometimes billions of dollars, professional buyers rely on detailed valuation and acquisition analysis reports to support their decisions. In this video, we are going to walk through how companies are actually valued during acquisitions, and what information is typically included in a professional M&A valuation report. We will also look at the types of analysis used by buyers when evaluating whether an acquisition makes financial and strategic sense, company overview, and financial foundation. Every acquisition analysis begins with a company overview. Before discussing valuation, a potential buyer needs to understand the basic profile of the business. This includes information such as industry and market sector, business model, stage of development, number of employees, location of operations, founding history. Financial performance is also summarized early in the report. Typical metrics include annual revenue, monthly recurring revenue, growth rate, profit margins, customer base, operating costs. For example, a SaaS company generating $1 to $1.5 million in annual recurring revenue, with strong growth and high margins, will immediately attract interest from potential buyers. This section provides the odd financial snapshot that frames the entire acquisition discussion. Business model and competitive advantage. The next part of an M&A report examines what actually makes the company valuable. Buyers want to understand the company's competitive advantage. This often includes proprietary technology, intellectual property, patents, strategic partnerships, distribution channels, brand strength. For example, a company may have developed an AI-driven platform that reduces manual reporting work by 80% for enterprise customers. If that company also has pending patents or exclusive integration partnerships, those advantages can significantly increase its strategic value. Acquirers often buy companies not only for revenue, but for technology, talent, and market positioning. Understanding the underlying business model helps buyers evaluate whether the company fits their long-term strategy. Historical financial performance. Professional buyers rarely rely on a single year's performance. Instead, they analyze several years of financial data. This typically includes revenue growth trends, profit margins, EBITDA performance. EBITDA stands for earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, and it is commonly used as a measure of operating profitability. For example, a startup may show Year 1, investment phase with negative earnings. Year 2, revenue growth and improving margins. Year 3, positive profitability as scale improves. These trends help buyers determine whether the company is reaching sustainable profitability. Risk assessment. Every acquisition carries risk. A professional M&A report identifies operational, financial, and strategic risks that could affect the transaction. Examples include dependency on a small number of customers, reliance on founding team members, regulatory risks, technology integration challenges, economic downturns affecting customer demand. For example, if the company's technology architecture relies heavily on one founder's expertise, that represents key person risk. In many acquisitions, buyers address this by offering retention packages or earnouts to ensure key team members remain after the acquisition. Identifying these risks allows buyers to adjust deal terms and valuation assumptions. Synergy analysis. One of the most important parts of an M&A valuation is synergy analysis. Synergies represent the additional value created when two companies combine. There are generally two types: revenue synergies. Revenue synergies occur when the acquiring company can generate additional sales using the acquired company's products or technology. For example, cross-selling products to an existing customer base, entering new geographic markets, expanding distribution through existing channels. These opportunities can significantly increase future revenue after the acquisition. Cost synergies. Cost synergies occur when the combined companies reduce expenses by consolidating operations. Examples include shared infrastructure, combined administrative functions, reduced overhead. These cost savings can improve profitability. Strategic buyers often pay higher acquisition prices when they believe strong synergies exist. Integration analysis. Buying a company is only the first step. The real challenge often begins after the transaction closes. Integration analysis examines how the two organizations will combine operations. This includes evaluating technology compatibility, operational processes, customer support structures, corporate culture alignment. Integration may take several months or even years depending on complexity. For example, integrating two technology platforms might require 6 to 9 months of development work. Poor integration planning is one of the most common reasons acquisitions fail to deliver expected value. Market and competitive analysis. Another major part of an M&A report evaluates the SAR market environment. Buyers want to understand the size and growth potential of the market. 3 common metrics are used: TAM, total addressable market; SAM, serviceable addressable market; SOM, serviceable obtainable market. These metrics estimate the maximum possible market opportunity and the portion realistically achievable. The report also analyzes competitors, including their market share, growth rates, profitability, valuation multiples. Understanding the competitive landscape helps buyers determine whether the company has long-term strategic value. Valuation methodologies. After analyzing the company, the report applies multiple valuation methodologies. Professional valuation reports rarely rely on a single method. Instead, several approaches are used to estimate value from different perspectives. Common methods include discounted cash flow. Discounted cash flow analysis, often abbreviated as DCF, estimates the present value of future cash flows. Future profits are projected and then discounted back to today's value using a risk-adjusted discount rate. Market multiples. Market multiples compare the company to similar businesses using metrics such as revenue multiples or EBITDA multiples. For example, if similar software companies sell for 5 to 8 times annual revenue, that range may be applied to the target company. Precedent transactions. Precedent transaction analysis examines the prices paid in recent acquisitions of similar companies. This helps establish realistic benchmarks for acquisition pricing. By applying multiple methodologies together, the report produces a valuation range, rather than a single number. This range provides a realistic basis for negotiation between buyers and sellers. Transaction structure. Acquisition deals are rarely paid entirely in cash. Instead, transactions often include multiple components. These may include cash paid at closing, shares in the acquiring company, earn-out payments based on future performance, escrow accounts to protect against liabilities. For example, part of the purchase price may be paid immediately, while additional payments are released if the business reaches specific revenue targets. Understanding deal structure is important because it affects both risk and final value for the seller. Post-acquisition projections. Many reports also include post-acquisition projections. These projections estimate how the combined company might perform after integration. For example, increased revenue from cross-selling, expanded market access, improved operational efficiency. These projections help buyers evaluate the high long-term strategic value of the acquisition. Professional fairness opinion. Many transactions also include a fairness opinion. A fairness opinion is an independent professional assessment that evaluates whether the proposed transaction price is financially reasonable for shareholders. If multiple valuation methods produce similar results, this increases confidence that the deal price is fair. Fairness opinions are often used when boards of directors or investors must approve an acquisition. What a complete M&A valuation report covers. A professional acquisition valuation report typically includes company overview and financial profile, business model and competitive advantage analysis, historical financial performance, risk assessment, synergy analysis, integration planning, market and competitor analysis, multiple valuation methodologies, transaction structure evaluation, post-acquisition projections, fairness opinion, and valuation conclusion. Together, these sections provide a comprehensive view of the company's financial and strategic value. Final thoughts. Mergers and acquisitions are complex transactions that require careful analysis. Buyers must understand not only the company's current performance, but also its future potential, risks, and integration challenges. Professional valuation reports bring all of this information together into a structured framework that supports informed decision-making. Understanding how companies are valued in acquisitions can help founders, investors, and executives prepare for potential exit opportunities. If you want to explore how professional valuation reports are structured or generate your own valuation analysis, you can visit www.valuationforyou.com. And if you found this video helpful, like the video and subscribe for more clear guides on business valuation and financial analysis.